Well, here's one of our prairie falcons. They've been calling and calling, and they just flew in and mated. We're on the Yakima Canyon Road. We're parked in that little pullout just by mile marker 4, right on the curve, the first good pullout. And this prairie falcon has been hanging around and mating and calling and flying into the little cliff holes right close to that big old golden eagle nest. So that's where we're at, the very first pullout right on the curve. And they just mated, and they've been calling for about a half hour here. And I saw them fly into one of the cave holes, so I got a pretty good idea. Okay, she flew over here now. They both sailed over here. They were just making a heck of a racket and flew into this cave hole, and this one's preening up now. Got the mating all over and preening the feathers and getting squared away. And I'll back off and show you where it is. It's almost directly under the big old golden eagle nest. It's up on top. You come straight down about halfway down the cliff to the water, and that's where she's at. And that's where the nest is going to be, looks like, if they use that cave hole. I'll keep an eye on her. You can see her preening up still. I'll back off and give you an idea here. There you go. And coming back. Up on top is where you can see the golden eagle nest is. And I'll come back into the smiley face in the rock. And I'm coming back in. I'm in that parking spot right on the curve. And this is where our prairie falcons may have decided to have their nest this year. And we're happy to have found it. And there she is. She was calling for about, over 30 minutes. And finally he come in and they flew into one hole and over on the rock and mated and then flew over here. So hopefully this is it. Well, watch the prairie falcon sun herself. It's quite chilly this morning, so they got all their activities done. Now she's warming up. I'll watch them for a little while longer and see what happens here. The tiercel flew off now, so it's kind of quiet. She's going to sit here and keep an eye on the place. Again, we're on the Yakima Canyon Road. There she's calling again. Not far from mile marker 4. It's a nice pull out right on the curb. That's where we're at. And the big old golden eagle nest is right up above us. Let's see what she's going to do here. Back in the hole there, I think. Yep. There's her head peeking out just to call, got her back to us. She's looking for him again. All right. This looks like she wants this spot here. Oh yeah, going behind the rock in there. So that's her spot, see? Back off a little bit, yeah. Got quite the spot in there. Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on this. I'll back off so we can see where it is. There you are. Oh yeah. There's our guardrail. Got that little stick right straight up, right smack under the smiley face. Coming in. And there we are. That's the spot. She's kind of hiding behind there now. All right then. Well, we know where to look. There she's working away. Look at that. Might be making the scrape right now, looks like. Well, how about that? There's her head going. Look at that. Or eating something, maybe. Have a food cache there. All right. Well, we'll watch her for a little bit. She's working on something. Look at this. Oh yeah, she's doing a scrape right now, see? Laying down, scratching. Oh yeah, that's where she wants to put the eggs. Look at that, would you? Getting this all squared away behind the rock. Well, we won't be able to get too many videos there then. But at least we know where it is. Got her head peeking out now, so back up on top. Look at that, would you? Oh yeah, she's paying close attention to this. Gonna sit here and enjoy that sunshine. They had their morning mating session, and she was calling to them for about a half hour. And there she goes. All right, let's see where she goes now. Flying, just gliding over the other cliff here. I don't think he's over there. And up on, circling around and coming back, looks like. See if she comes back to the same spot here. I'm just curious. No, flew past. Well, this prairie falcon sailed back and forth on the cliff, was calling and did some real nice gliding and soaring, and then landed right here on top of the rock. So, sitting up here waiting for the mate to show back up. They've been really interacting. They were in and out a couple of the cave holes, and we're glad that there was one of them we saw last week. So, hopefully it'd be that one that they choose. It's close to the old golden eagle nest right in the cave hole. So, it's just a couple of holes down. So we got that one marked. And earlier that one flew into the cave hole and flew up on the rock and mated with the other one, and then they both took off, and then this one sailed around, was calling, and then landed here. So we're waiting to see some more interaction, maybe see the other one show up. So we're happy to report that looks like it's going to be active, because every time we come over here we hear and see them now. And we're right around the curve is mile marker 4, and I'm right at the pullout, right under the golden eagle nest. And it actually looks like the golden eagles have put some sticks in there, but we'll see. I haven't seen any sign of the eagles yet, but we're interested in the prairie falcons. Like I say, this is the second trip over, and they've been calling. We came over on the 20th, so about 4 days ago. And they were just calling and mating and going into their little cave holes. So they were house hunting. They hit several cave holes that day, but today they just kind of favored that one. So I'm hoping that's the one they chose. I hear her calling. I haven't been able to pinpoint her. She landed somewhere up in here. She's calling to the male again. Hopefully we can locate him. The first good parking spot, that's where we're at. This is what you see. And we'll come in on that ridge. And you'll see the Eyrie. Okay, one in the nest now. We'll see what happens. Peeking out, been calling, wondering where the mate is. So this is the one that's been sitting in there maintaining that egg. Remember I said it can't get any colder than 40 or it never will hatch. And that's how she maintains them until she gets the full amount of eggs she wants. So she's hollering, "Where are you? I'm tired of sitting on this egg." And then she goes. She's going back in now. So she was in there all quiet, and then she started calling, and she went back. Now she'll just make sure that the eggs don't get any colder than 40. And then don't want to get any, when they get the full clutch, how many eggs they want, 4 or 5, and then she'll start incubating them. She'll bring them up to 99 degrees, sit on for 30 some days, and hatch them out. Here she is peeking out. Look at that. I'll come in even more. There we go. That's as close as we can get. And she's just peeking out, letting him know she's all right. I'm maintaining the eggs and bringing some food. And they protect them against the ravens because they fly by too. They don't want the ravens getting involved in the nest here and wrecking it. All right. Prairie falcon peeking out of the eyrie. Yeah, she's going back there. Looks like a pretty good spot. He'll bring her some food. She may be eating on the cache of food too. She's kind of working around there a little bit. Come in a little more again. She came, oh, and out she goes. Look at that. All right, on the flight. What a great shot. The prairie falcons are very busy today. Now we're hoping to see the male show up. What a takeoff. I love it. This is a great spot this morning. Oh, you can see her calling. She wants the male to come in. Well, we'll stay focused on her then. She's looking to the left. Looks like she might be displaying now. And in he comes for the mating right now. They're mating. And this is fantastic. And off they sail. What a wonderful shot. Okay, floating right in front of the eyrie again. They're circling around, got the pigeons flying again. Coming back, and into the eyrie she lands. Back, and both of them going in. All right, we'll come in and see what's going on here. One coming back out. All right, they're all excited about it. I'll come on this one, still in the eyrie. There we go. Well, that's our prairie falcons on Yakima Canyon Road. Looks like they selected this site here, so then out this one comes. All right. Back off here now and see where they went. Okay, eagles flying. Coming back towards the number 4 here. Milepost 4 to their nest. We'll see what happens here. And they're up. Okay, here's the eagle nest that came back to the nest. The prairie falcons are dive bombing them. You can hear them calling. There's our eagle in the nest. When she flew in, the prairie falcons come out of their nest and they're still howling. They're dive bombing. They don't like it. See if I can locate them. There's our bald eagle in the nest. Looks like she may be thinking, oh, something shot by.
Golden eagle.
Our golden eagle is in the nest. Okay, the sun has hit the top of the rim now. You can see how beautiful it is. We got blue sky, the lichens all lit up. The ivory's in the shade just like it was in the morning, or earlier this morning. And I'll come in on that slowly so you can just see what we got here. Coming in. And there's Eyrie right there. That's the cave hole. They've been calling, flying out. Something just flew by in front. I don't know if it was a pigeon or the falcon. I think it was a pigeon. I hear them calling. They're up in the very top again. So I'll back off. All right. Because up there we have sunshine. It's a lot warmer for them. And there we go. And they're just a calling. We can locate that bird. I think that's probably the female trying to call the male in again. I want to try to make some Easter eggs for this year and get that clutch started. Oh, it's a beautiful day on the Yakima Canyon Road. The sun's out, the prairie falcons are calling, been in and out of the eyrie. Look at that blue sky. We're parked right there on the curve, just not far from mile marker 4, just as you come around the curve coming out of Yakima. There's a place to park, and that's where we're at. And your view is exactly what you see here, and I'll come back and show you right where the eyrie is. You watch the top of the ridge there, and right in the shadow, that's where it is. And there's the hole right there. That is the spot. They were in and out of there twice today already. And a week ago they were in and out. So we'll call that good. Maybe we'll get them coming back in there. Alrighty. Go back up on the top. Alright, she's calling still.
There goes one up.
Alright, we'll see what happens. She's talking. Making that call. I don't know if he's coming to her or not. We'll stay on her. Still talking. She wants to get the clutch eggs going here, and she's been calling to him. Alright. She looks like she's getting a little excited. And they come for the mating, and they're mating right now. And there they go, making the Easter eggs for this year at milepost 4 on the Yakima Canyon. Prairie Falcons mating for the second time today. All right. Well, we'll see where he flies over to. I think he's going just on the other side of the Eyrie, and we'll check him out. Okay, Prairie Falcons just got done mating, and he flew over here now. So he's looking at everything that's going on right over here. He's just on the right side where she's at, so he's on the top. He's on the other side from their nest, and she's above and to the left of their nest. So we got one on each side, so it all looks good here. And they're checking it out. Two happy Prairie Falcons got their Eyrie going. Looks like he's going to cough up a casting. There he goes. That's that pellet of undigested food and bone. There he goes. He's coughing up his casting right now. Coughing it up. There it goes. Getting rid of that casting. Happy Prairie Falcons today. And here's the Tiercel, the male Prairie Falcon. He's on his perch up here on the sagebrush. It's his favorite perch. You see him a lot here. And he's on guard. He's just looking for those eagles. Now he's stretching out a little bit. You hear the female calling in the background. This is the time they're making the Easter eggs, so they're keeping him busy. And now if he goes, let's see where he goes now. He took off. See if he comes in to join her. She's on the other side here. We'll come in on her again. See if we can get there. He might have went on a hunt. She's been calling him again, so we'll see.
Eyrie.
Okay, he went into Eyrie. All right, let's see what happens here. Come back down in here. All right. And there he goes. He just flew out. And he's back in the sky. All right, he flew down in the Eyrie and he came out.
Yep.
I hear him mating.
There they are.
Yep, coming over the top here. I'll back off. They're just talking about it. Kind of displaying up here. There's their calls again. Up on top, they're doing their mating. Okay. We'll see what happens here. Come back in on the Eyrie site. Okay, one in the nest now. We'll see what happens. Peeking out, been calling, wondering where the mate is. So this is the one that's been sitting in there maintaining that egg. Remember I said it can't get any colder than 40 or it never will hatch. And that's how she maintains them until she gets the full amount of eggs she wants. So she's hollering, where are you? I'm tired of sitting on this egg. And then she goes. She's going back in now. So she was in there all quiet, and then she started calling, and she went back. Now she'll just make sure that the eggs don't get any colder than 40. And then don't want to get any, when they get the full clutch, how many eggs they want, 4 or 5, and then she'll start incubating them. She'll bring them up to 99 degrees, sit on for 30 some days and hatch them out. Here she is peeking out. Look at that. I'll come in even more. There we go. That's as close as we can get. And she's just peeking out, letting him know she's all right on maintaining the eggs and bringing some food. And they protect them against the ravens because they fly by too. They don't want the ravens getting involved in the nest here and wrecking it. All right. Prairie falcon peeking out of the eyrie. Now she's going back there. Looks like a pretty good spot. He'll bring her some food. She may be eating on the cache of food too. She's kind of working around there a little bit. Come in a little more again. There we go. See her working around. They've been busy. In and out a couple times. Now she's walking back in pretty deep eyrie, looks like. So it'll be hard telling if they got the full clutch yet or not. It just depends on how long she stays off, because if it's 37 degrees, they can't be gone too long. So then they both flew out earlier, then we took off and came back. We heard her calling, and she came, oh, and out she goes. Look at that. All right, on the flight. What a great shot. The prairie falcons are very busy today. Now we're hoping to see the male show up. What a takeoff. I love it. This is a great spot this morning. Okay, I'll go back up to the blue sky a little bit. You can see that sun coming in, and maybe he'll come by and join her there. It's just beautiful here. There's hardly any wind today. Absolutely perfect. Now I'll come back in on the nest again, and you can see exactly where it is. Mile marker 4 right around the curve, first parking spot coming out of Yakima. Pull in there and park, get settled in, and there you are. That's the eyrie right there. Okay then. Okay, our prairie falcon's still sitting here digesting their great meal. Full crop still, and looking to the left and right, up and downstream of the Yakima River, looking for the Tearsal Prairie to come back. And also keeping an eye out for the golden eagles. They have a nest fairly close, and they had a little dispute the last time we were there. Prairies were dive bombing them, and the eagles were hollering about it. But we're going to see what happens. If they come back today, maybe we'll get a video of it. And the eagles have several nests also in the area, so we're hoping it's the one that's closest here. They're in there, like I say, a couple days working on it, so that may be the one. And the prairies are just off to the left. But they are quite tolerant. They can put up with ravens and golden eagles fairly close, so eventually they get along. Oh yeah, she's looking up, oh, her bobbing her head a little bit. Almost like she was, adjusting her crop or going to do a casting, I would think, yeah. Well, we'll watch her, watch this activity, see what happens. This is max zoom on my Canon SX60 PowerShot. Great camera, can zoom in for a long way. This is about 250 yards. I'll back off and show you how hard it is to find her. She's way up there, 250 yards or more. Maybe 300, but there we are. About mile marker 4.1 on the Yakima Canyon Road. And that's what you see for the landscape in the skyline. You come right, park right there in the parking spot, face the cliff there, and this is how you find them. Coming right in. And there's our prairie falcon, sitting there in the sun. Back off just a tad. There we are. So you can see how hard it is to find them. We've only seen the white spot because of her chest. And that was the only clue. We zoomed in and found her. So, and she's right to the left of the eyrie. The eyrie's on the other side, so she's right in the same level with the eyrie, just to the left. And we're waiting for the male to come back. Okay, the eagles are calling, the golden eagles. The prairie falcon's sitting here hollering at them. They flew by, and off she goes. She's after the eagles. They're getting too close to the nest again. Coming back in. Prairie Falcon's right on them. Okay, the golden eagles are coming in towards the nest, and the Prairie Falcons are dive bombing them. So they're going to have a little dispute here this morning. They don't want the golden eagles that close to the nest. The eagle is bypassing his nest now. You can hear him calling. Two Prairie Falcons coming in from the left. 12 o'clock high now. All right, going for the eagle. Eagle's just a calling. All right, it's kind of settling down now. Okay, just heard the Prairie Falcon again calling. Assuming that she's inside the eyrie here, maintaining the eggs. Not incubating yet, just keeping them so they don't get too cold. Can't get below 40, of course, or they'd never hatch, so. And don't want to get them too hot or they'll start incubating, so. It's cool, it's only 37 degrees this morning, so she'd have to be in there on maintaining them. I did see her earlier, her and the tersel flew by when the golden eagles come through and they chased them out of the area. Then the tersel went hunting and she went back to the nest. Okay, located one of the Prairie Falcons on the perch here, preening up the feathers. The other one's been calling and calling. And I think it might be the one that's in the eyrie, just maintaining the eggs. So this would be the tersel out here. Not doing the hunting, just kind of taking it easy now. He's resting after they had that little chase after them golden eagles. So here he is sitting in the sun. It's pretty cool this morning. It's in the 30s, getting up about 39 now. And it was 37 earlier, and they chased the golden eagles that came through. And then she went back in the eyrie, and he's up here on the perch. So we'll keep an eye on him, and we'll document what's going on here this year. And we're shooting about 250 yards. This is our Canon SX60 power shot, full zoom now. So judging from that, he's at least 250 yards over there. And he's just moving around. He's starting to preen. He likes that sunshine. See a little bit of whitewash on the rock, but look how camouflaged he is. His back and everything just blends right in. All right, then we'll back off, give you an idea where he is. Here we go. Oh, it's going back. We'll get up to the skyline. You can see a rock. There it is where it squares off, about in the middle, and about halfway down. That's where he is. We'll come back in again. And he's got a couple of perches, but that's one of them where he sits. And there he is. All tucked in there and preening away, checking everything out. All right, we'll wait and see if she shows herself. She should be coming out of the eyrie pretty soon. Really calling now. Okay, here's this Prairie Falcon sitting up on top now, and the breeze is picking up a little bit, watching all the ravens and stuff fly by and taking it easy. This is the female. She's on break. She was on the eggs and the male has relieved her now. He's in the eyrie. She's up on top, keeping an eye out. She sees everything at 360 degrees around. So if there's any prey item behind her up there on the plateau, she can get it or sail off this way. Really looking now. Okay, the tersel's in the eyrie now. He has relieved the female. She's up on the top of the plateau. And she's fidgeting around. About time for her to come sailing back and relieving him. So she can take care of the eggs and he'll go hunt. So he's in there doing his turn on the eggs. And she's up on top taking a break. They've been busy eating food and did some mating and now and coming out again. All right. And that one just veered up in front of the eyrie again. I hear more calling. I think this is the tersel. Female came out. This one's scratching up a little bit. Enjoying that sunshine and preening up a little bit now. They've been flying in and out of the eyrie, talking and mating and carrying on. All right, It could be a food delivery. He might have brought it over there to share. Okay, this one's still looking behind the rock where the other one flew, so we don't know if it has food or what. A bit windy up there. Okay, just flew a little bit. They're just a chattering now. And in again. All right. Boy, they've been in and out several times. They had their feeding. Eagles getting dive bombed by the prairie falcons. All right. Prairies don't want them near the Eyrie, and the eagle came in the area and they are on top of it. The eagle has a nest here very close, and we're not sure which one they're going to choose, but the prairie falcons don't want them the one closest to their Eyrie. But the eagle wants that one. Coming back. All right. Golden eagle just a soaring. See if we can pick up that prairie falcon. And down again he goes. All right. Got two golden eagles. Let's see, or one. All right. We focus on the one in the shadow. There we go. Sure gets a rise out of the prairie falcons when he gets over there. Coming back again. All right.
It's the prairie right on it.
Yep, prairie falcon coming in on him. He says, no way do we want you hanging around here. Golden eagle says, nope, my area too. Maybe they'll get along. We'll see what happens. All right, getting back over here. Staying with it. All right. Okay, the prairie falcon landed over here now. Got done chasing the eagles around. And the other prairie falcon went back in the Eyrie. So this one's on guard on the top, and the eagle's over on the perch on the other side of the Eyrie. So everything is settled down. They had a good tail chase. The eagle landed over there and is now taking it easy. And our prairie falcon's sitting up here on the sagebrush perch, watching and making sure everything's okay. And they've established their territory. And one of the prairie falcons is in the Eyrie right now, so all is well at the prairie falcon Eyrie. They've got a truce at this time, so all the dive bombing and tail chasing is over for the moment. And off he goes. He took flight, and there he goes. See where he's going. All right. Okay, here's our golden eagle. Flew in here and landed. Prairie falcons were all over him in the sky, chasing them every direction. They got too close to the Eyrie, and they wanted to establish that this is their territory. So the golden eagle was a-hollering, the prairies were a-hollering, they're dive bombing, he's flying over to the left, over to the right. Now it's landed up here on the bluff taking a break. So this is our golden eagle, and we're trying to figure out which of the nests she's going to use this year. She has 4 choices here, right very close to the prairie falcon Eyrie, so this is a great spot for bird watching this year. You can see the prairie falcons and the golden eagles. So hopefully by the end of the day we'll know exactly where the golden eagle nest is. Like I said, they got 4 choices, so I'll zoom in a little. Okay, she's looking now. She's waiting for the male golden eagle to come back. She's right above her nest, so if she's got an egg in there, she can keep an eye on it, so the ravens or nothing can get to it. Tiercel prairie falcon, he's off on his hunt too, and the female prairie falcon's in the Eyrie. So she's in that little cave hole taking care of the eggs. Golden eagle's up here on watch, watching over her stick nest. So nests are fairly close together this year, so we'll see how they all get along. They've had a couple of dive bombs, a couple of tail chases, but they seem to be doing well. Oh, she's going to scratch up. Look at the size of those feet. No wonder they can snag those big jackrabbits. Oh yeah, they got a lot of power in those feet. Deadly talons, I'll tell you. But they hunt for like a stillborn lamb or anything that's born dead. They scavenge that, and it's a good feed for them. So, but the ewes protect the live lambs pretty good. They stay in a bunch in a herd and kind of protect it. So when the eagle flies over. But at this time of year, there's a lot of stillborn lambs, so there's plenty of food for the eagles. If they want one leg of lamb, they got it. So, well, there she is. Looks like she's thinking about taking off, and there she goes. All right, I'll back off here. See if she goes down to the nest. There she is in the sky, coming on down. All right, come in here on the nest, just in case she goes in there. Zoom in. There she is. Golden eagle landed in the nest. See her head right there? All right. And no activity from the prairie falcons. She was sitting up on her ledge for quite a while after that tail chase from the prairie falcons, and now she's going back, and out she goes. All right. Back off, see what's going on. There you go. And away she goes. He's sitting up there posing on his perch, and she's been in and out, taking care of business, had a feed, checking on the eggs, and out she goes again, veering up perfect. Calling. Okay, prairie falcon just flew out of Eyrie and landed up on top here. Been calling. They're having a casting right now. Casted it right out. And off it goes, down towards Eyrie. Got some activity in Eyrie. Flying in. There they go. Flew off the perch and just went in the Eyrie. See what happens here. Had a little calling on top. And no more activity. That was the first sign this morning. Alrighty, we'll keep an eye on them. Okay, here's our prairie falcon sitting up here, guarding the territory from the golden eagle. And the bighorn sheep are all running around making rock slides. Alright. And off she goes. Here's a bighorn sheep with two little lambs. Had twins this year. There they are. They're getting their legs hanging on the cliff there. And we're right next to the prairie falcon eyrie and the golden eagle nest. Oh, look at him. Well, that little guy's going to lay down, take a break. Alright. Little sibling going over next to, oh, look at they touch noses. I thought they were butt heads at that age already. Aren't they cute? Yeah, he butts a little bit, hops around playing. Well, how about that? Little bighorn sheep. Yakima Canyon Road. Alright. They landed right next to the eyrie.
Prairie falcon.
Is that a prairie falcon?
Mm-hmm.
And in she goes. She just went in the eyrie. Both of them are in the eyrie now. They brought the food in the eyrie. They're talking about it.
Now I know where it is.
Alright. Now coming back out. This looked like it might be her. Off she goes. And there comes the male. He's on the edge here.
Can you see that, Nick?
And he must be the relief. He has to take care of the eggs. He brought the food in finally. So she gets a break off the eggs, and he'll have to maintain and watch the nest here. So she's off having her snack now. All right. Well, this is a tercel, the male. He brought in the food. And she's off going to eat it, and he'll have to go in there and sit on the eggs, I guess, or
Can you see the flat top of the rock?
be gone a very short period of time.
Halfway down.
He's sitting right there watching her. A little smaller, you can see when they're both together.
No, he's one sitting to the left.
He's 1/3 smaller there.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
we'll keep an eye on him. See what's going to happen with this guy. So he's in charge of sitting here at the Eyrie now while she has her snack. So we'll see what happens. Be interesting to see if he turns around and goes back in.
Do you see that, Nick? In the shadow. The hole in the wall, and he's sitting right in the middle.
Yeah, he's there just watching her eat. She's over on the other perch.
That's called Tearsel.
So he is on guard.
Boy, that's a neat place for that
Yeah. Okay.
bird.
Okay, he's going to go back in on the eggs now. He's going back in. There he goes. His turn to sit on him, keep him warm while she's having her breakfast. All right. She was a hollering. Finally, he came in with a relief. Here he is, back on the edge. There he is, looking out again. He checked on the eggs. Now he's looking back at her.
Now, what does that bird eat?
Yeah.
Huh?
Other birds.
Birds, not fish and stuff like that.
Yeah. He's proud of himself. He brought in the food, and
There's another hole
she's having a good snack.
this way.
And he's on guard with the eggs here.
You see that flat face?
Oh, we enjoy it when we get him here. A lot of traffic now. But he's sitting tight right at the Eyrie while she's off eating. And when they flew out, you could see she's bigger. So there he goes. He's going back in now. It's quite a hole. He goes back in a ways. That's where they got their eggs. So looks like he's going to sit there a while while she has her break. All right then. Okay, the Tearsel's looking out of the hole again.
He's a little gray baby.
And there he is. He's still looking up there, waiting for her to come back.
Top group is the long.
And off he goes. He's in the air now. Just flew out of Eyrie. See if he'll go up and join her. So he wants her to come back and get on the eggs. I hear him calling. Okay, they're mating. They're still getting their clutch together, and they are mating up on top. So they're getting their clutch together, and there he goes. All right, another mating at the Prairie Falcon Eyrie. Last day of April. And there they are. They've been making a racket going in and out of the Eyrie. So they're getting their clutch together. So they haven't started incubating yet. They're just trying to get the full clutch, and then they'll start incubating. So today it's the last day of April, and they still have not started incubating. That's the female. She's just happy, and he came in. They had a little breakfast exchange earlier, and now have flown up here and mated. So we're happy to have documented that. So that answers a lot of questions now. We thought they were incubating, but if they're mating, they are not incubating. They're still getting the clutch together. So they should be about got a full clutch already, and then they'll start their incubation. We have a couple of happy Prairie Falcons today. All right, well, we'll see where she goes. I'll keep an eye on her, and looks like he's showing off, sailing by and just zooming.
The new Eyrie.
He went back to the Eyrie to watch the eggs for a while, and I'll go back off and see what's going on. Maybe I can zoom in on that. And there she is. And I'll go back over here to the Eyrie and see if we, and out he goes. Okay, he's flying out. So hopefully they'll start incubating this week. Okay, he sailed by. Looked like him, went right in front of her. We have a lot of pigeons here too. When you get a glimpse like that, that looks like it. He might be trying to pull a Cushman, I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that Tearsel. And there she goes, off flying. Now we'll watch where she goes. When those youngsters hatch and they come up the edge, we should be just like on center stage. We'll like that. We'll get to see them from the time they fledge off of here and hatch to flight.
Yeah, okay, that's about, yeah.
Which is about 5 to 5.5 weeks. And back in she goes. There she is. Looks like she had something in her foot too. So she brought a little snack back with her. So the Tearsel, he must be up on top now. She's brought the food back. Now she's kind of eating it in here and looking out. You can see the top of her back here, so we'll watch her a little bit. Okay, she's coming up the edge just to holler, and you can see she's a lot bigger. And out she goes. Boy, they're having a good time here. Okay, here's our Tiercel Prairie Falcon. Just got done mating and took off. Then they had a good tail chase. They run a couple of the golden eagles out of the area and is back up here preening. Getting under the wing, getting all squared away. They're getting their clutch together. Should start incubating any day. I have no idea how many eggs they got, but according to the calendar, it's time they start incubating. So like the fact that they made it today, it's probably their last egg, and then they'll start incubating.